Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the First Family of Las Vegas. That intro just gets me going. It's like the old Monday Night Football. I love it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' daily free winner show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. We've got a great show for you today. We've got a very special Monday show. Let's bring them on. This is a good-looking panel. They're also a panel of documented winning cappers. Great show. Let's go around the horn. Jesse, the Body, the Iceman, Schule, Moneyline Matt, and my good buddy, a pioneer of the sports betting industry, Ross Benjamin. Let me start. Jesse, good morning.
Good morning.
I should say good evening.
Actually,
guys, Jesse is a real trooper. You know, you guys know Jesse is a documented winning capper, and he does a ton of content with me, with Dionne, with Ross, and Moneyline Matt, everybody over at Sports Memo. He's all over the place. But Jesse's a real trooper. He was unaware that he was going to be on the show today. And it was just about an hour ago. He was out having fun with his family. He is like 14 hours. Well, how many hours ahead of you are you, Jesse?
It's about 12 hours opposite Eastern time.
So he was at dinner having a nice time. I said, get your butt home because we need you. Moneyline Matt, good morning. He's got that. I got to tell you, every time I see Matt, he looks like we're doing a toothpaste commercial. Best smile in the business. Moneyline Matt, good morning. How are you today?
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me as always. And wasn't expecting that intro. What an intro to get things going on a Monday.
It is. It's something. You know what? I'm going to play that later on tonight when the lights are dim in the bedroom before me and Dionne have some husband-wife time. It's going to get me going. No Viagra tonight. My good buddy, Ross Benjamin. Happy Monday to you, Ross. Always a great Monday with you.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Joe, you too, man. You know, when I first met you, you were something, but now you're something else.
I got to tell you, Ross, don't tell the good people over at Sports Memo this, but I do this for nothing. I get to talk about sports. I get to share a panel with the love of my life, some of my best friends in the world, and certainly people that I respect. So it's not really like working. Guys, we got a couple of announcements to make, but you know I can't start any show. Good morning, honey.
Good morning. Happy Monday and happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day. Guys, couple of things to talk about. Dionne just said it's Labor Day. To everybody on the panel, to everybody out there in your families, God bless you. Happy and healthy holiday today. Please, great day. You know, we got great sunshine throughout the country. Here in Vegas, be like 109. It'll be great. You get a suntan by like 8:05, but great day to throw some food on the grill, watch some sports. We got multiple sports tonight. We got a college football game going on tonight. We'll talk about that later. We got baseball. We got some great stuff. A full slate of football this week, but it is Labor Day. And I want you to know, everybody happy and healthy, like I said, but to all you people that aren't working, that don't work, you sons of bitches, if I see you celebrating Labor Day today, I'm going to be pissed off. This is for us people that pull the workload. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not kidding. A couple other quick things. This past weekend, Dee and I, we went to saw a couple shows. Friday night, we went to see Nikki Glazer. Now, I will tell you, her humor is not for everyone. Moneyline Matt probably knows who Nikki Glazer is. Not bashing the show. She had a lot of fans there. But I know more about her hoo-ha than her gynecologist does now. Her whole act is she talks about her hoo-ha. I can pass a medical exam. I know so much about her hoo-ha right now. We did walk out of the show. We don't walk out of too many shows. I have to
say, for as many shows that we do see, there are very few that we actually walk out of. This one was like,
it was horrible.
Pulling teeth. I mean, it was so bad that she was not even funny. I'm not a comedian myself, and I could have gotten up on that stage and done one hell of a job.
2 opening acts
that were even worse.
I'd rather get a root canal without any anesthesia. Set the pain, set the tone. It was bad. She had an opening act, some girl who sang. Her claim to fame, she had a small song in one of the Twilight movies. And I'm like, Gossip Girl. Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy, like season 6, episode 9. She had a song. She horrible. And then I wanted the comedian guy in between to be good. His last name was Polizzi. It's like Benedict Polizzi. I don't know what type of Italian parents he's got, Polizzi. But because I always root for Italians. I believe in nepotism, you know. But I will tell you this, absolutely horrible. I was waiting for a joke. He talked about his butt and
his bad hairline.
And his bad hairline the entire show. And not very good. We walked out. And then Saturday night, though, nice night. There's a local place we love to go. If you guys watch the show Counting Cars Count, he owns a place over here, and it's mostly a rock club on the west side of town. It's a great place to see a show, nice small venue. A lot of big-time rock and roll headliners go there to play because it's their following. A lot of bikers, no problems. A lot of bikers, a lot of fun, a lot of leather, a lot of, and for all you guys that are like me, that are old like me, I'm in my 50s. Ross and Jesse, I'm not saying you guys are old, but I know we're around the same age. I still love it. I love to see girls with too much eye makeup, their hair teased up to hair, wearing leather. So I still like that. And that's, Dionne asked me, hey, it's your birthday. What can I do for you? You want the school girl? No. Give me the eye makeup. Give me the leather. Give me the hair.
And what'd you get?
What?
And what'd
you get what I want because I'm Joey friggin' D'Amico. But I will tell you this. My good friend Steve Mitchell, one of the most talented musicians in the world, he's got a new band, Generation Kiss, and they had me bring them on stage. Now, for you that are unfamiliar with Kiss, you want the best, you got the best. I was on stage with them doing that. It was great. They blew it up. God bless. Go see Generation Kiss when they tour this Friday. We've got a nice tour. We have friends in Motley Crue. We have friends in Poison. They're doing that headline, the stadium tour with Def Leppard and Joan Jett. Reports are that our buddy Brett Michaels and CC and Poison are just blowing it up.
Yeah.
They are the one constant of this tour.
Them and Joan Jett are.
Them and Joan Jett. And you know what? It's always the guys that, because we know Brett a long time and he does a lot of charity work. We do some stuff with him. But he always comes to perform. I'm not saying anything about Def Leppard or even our buddies. Tommy and Vince from Motley Crue. I go back with over 30 years. They always are good. Def Leppard's always good. Joan Jett and Poison, we're looking forward to that on Friday. Really, really quick, and then we got some official announcements. This is Dionne's birthday month. Dionne's got a birthday coming at the end of the month. We're going to have some specials the next few weeks about that. We're very excited about that. I love birthday month because Dionne is my gift every day in my life. I want you to know that. And every day she makes sure that I'm happy. Whether it's little things, guys, you could be, just one day just saying, hey, man, I'm in the mood for pasta fagioli. And the next day she'll make sure I have pasta fagioli. That's the type of person Dionne is. So I want to make sure that every day we wish Dionne a happy birthday because it is your birthday month. And I've got to tell you, we may be getting a little seasoned in years, but you are still the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. And I love you with all of my heart.
That's sweet.
And I've got to tell you, I'm not going to tell you, it's your business to tell anybody how old you are, but I'll put you up against any 20-year-old. That's
like Jesse said earlier, turning 30.
I love Jesse. So, guys, we've got, so it's her birthday month. Happy birthday. We love you. We've got a couple official announcements. Then we got some free plays. So, really quick, guys, we want you to hit that subscribe button. We want to hit 10,000 subscribers over on our YouTube channel. We can't do it without your help, and you don't want to miss any of our content. We've got a couple of discounts we're going to tell you about. But this afternoon, I'm going to be hosting the MLB show. Dionne and Rocky Agason will be joining in. Tune into that 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. That's live. Thursday, I am going to host our second edition of the College Football Forecast Show. Friday, we have our first NFL Football Forecast Show. I'm hosting both every week. I'm wearing a lot of hats. For a guy with no hair, I wear a lot of hats. I want you to know that. Guys, these are going out live with tons of free winners and a rotating panel of documented winning cappers. And don't forget, Friday, the first family show becomes the Family Affair Show. Ralph and Jeff Michaels joins Dionne and Joe D'Amico, a slew of free winners, and we might even have some new features for you. Last week we did a money line underdog parlay, and there's a way for you to receive some free wager bucks. So tune into that. Dionne's got a discount or two. Then we're going to go to Ross right away for some free winners. Dionne.
I know. What an amazing new discount that we have going on right now. A 30-day all access for either myself or Joey. 30 days for just $1.99. All you have to do is use code FF30 upon checkout. And today is also $9 Monday over at Sports Memo. Any play on the website from any of the amazing handicappers, $9. So make sure you head on over to the site and pick up those winners.
We are getting tons of people already chiming in. We've got Justin. Hey, Justin. Our good friend Carmine Bianco. We love you, Carmine. He's over on our Wager Talk. He's on our brother company. Guys, if you haven't met Carmine or followed Carmine, one of the most charismatic, one of the best cappers on the planet. Hello, Carmine. Our good friend, Carmine. Justin. Hey, Justin. He's in Pittsburgh, so heads up. Pirates game is canceled. Wanted everybody to know. Thank you, Justin. I was unaware of that. And because we've been preparing for this show, our good friend Raven Ron already likes Clemson tonight. Raven Ron, we love you. He tunes into all of our stuff. Happy Labor Day. I'll be putting some of these up to everyone. So let's just get our buddy Carmine Bianco. He said, hey, all. Guys, Carmine, we love Carmine. He is one of the best in the business. We love him. Our good friend Justin. Look at Justin. What's up, family? You all know I was coming through. Justin, we love you. He tunes into all of our shows, Ross, Jesse, Matt. He loves Ross and Jesse. Matt, I'm going to tell you right now, you got a nice following already from the last few weeks on the show. It's great stuff. So without any further ado, because you know I could drag it out, I could say good morning. By the time I'm done, it's friggin' lunchtime. I love it. I love you guys. He is a pioneer of the sports betting industry. I say it every time he's on the show. Do something once, do it twice, you're lucky. Do it year in and year out, over and over. There's only one. It's Ross Benjamin. He's doing some great work on multiple sports over at Sports Memo, but this is a time of year where even Ross takes it up a notch. Over the years, one of the most successful, one of the most profitable cappers in college and pro football. But let's not forget, baseball is far from over, and he kicks ass and takes names in baseball as well. He's got some things he wants to tell you about on the premium side, and he's got a big free winner for you. College football. He's one of the best ever. Ross Benjamin, the floor is yours.
Thanks. Much appreciated. And I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one show I wouldn't walk out of, or many shows I wouldn't walk out of, and that's the ones you host, because your energy level exhausts me. I'm tired now. I don't even want to give the pay. Anyway, only kidding, Joe. Baylor at BYU on Saturday. Opening kickoff time, 10:15 p.m. Eastern time. BYU right now is a 3-point favorite. The Baylor Bears are coming off a 69-10 home win. Plays at the FCS level, and not even a good FCS team. So let's not get misled by that final score. Baylor last year was 12-2. Unfortunately, they lose a lot of their returning production. They do have 12 starters back, but those 12 starters are only ranked number 92 in the country out of 121 FBS teams in terms of production coming back. BYU, on the other hand, they went 10-3 last year. And now, compared to Baylor, who is number 92 in returning production, BYU is number 2 in the country out of 121 teams when it comes to returning production. So a lot to be said right there, especially early in the year. I put a lot of emphasis on that, guys. BYU will be playing their home opener, and that's news because the Cougars are 15-1 in their last 16 at home, and with such a straight up number takes on special significance. And they're coming off a 50-21 road win over South Florida. And that was an impressive outing as they covered as an 11-point favorite, and they outgained the Bulls on the road 573-279. I mentioned how BYU is an experienced team, and those 19 starters have fresh in their mind last year's 38-24 loss at Baylor, and that combination of revenge and experience and playing in your home opener, I think will be enough to carry BYU over the hump against Baylor. I'm going to take BYU -3 over Baylor on Saturday. I'm going to be taking a pass tonight, Joey, but my college football week 1 off to a good start, 4-2, 43-29 run in college football dating back to last year. That's good for 6%. $8 players are up $3,036 during that time with my college football picks. NFL up Sunday, Joe, and 8-4 my last 12, 42-33 my last 75 heading into this year's NFL regular season. So a lot of good things on tap. Visit my page, Ross Benjamin at sportsmemo.com.
Sports fans, he is not just one of the best at breaking down games. He is a gambler himself. And I'm going to tell you right now, he won't gamble with your money. I'll tell you that. Go over and follow Ross Benjamin over at Sports Memo. He's doing great work. Multiple sports. There's a lot of baseball still left. He is one of the best in the history of college and pro football. You don't believe me? I don't want you to believe me. Go over to Sports Memo. Go check his page out. He brings it every season, every year. I'm going to say, this is what I say, Ross. It's what I say. I'm going to keep repeating. Listen, I watched the Elvis movie last night. Everybody kept calling him the king. I'm going to tell you right now, do something once, do it twice, you're lucky. Do it over decades. There's only one. There's Ross Benjamin. Now, guys, Ross has to leave. every week. He's got a modeling shoot on Monday. He goes. Today we heard it's in Mykonos. He's flying to Mykonos on a private jet. He's going to be surrounded. I heard it's the Kardashians today.
I wonder
Yeah.
who's going to put together a calendar for us.
We're going to get Russ. That's what Dionne wants for her birthday.
I'm going out there with a glass of wine with Jesse. You know?
I love it. Ross, Dionne said for her birthday she wants a calendar of you. That's all she wants. Guys, Ross Benjamin is a winner. Go follow him. He does have to take off. He wanted to make sure he got you a nice winner. Now, guys, you got a college football winner from Ross. You're going to get college, Canadian football from Jesse. You got NFL from Moneyline Matt. You got a couple of baseball from Dionne and myself. There is no other show to start your morning off. I know I bring it like a meth head on crack. I don't even know if that makes sense. I don't know. Do meth heads do crack, or is it just one of the? Anyway, but guys, I am so excited every day because we have Ross here every Monday with us. Ross, thank you for spending your time with us this morning. To you and your gorgeous family, happy Labor Day. And we'll see you soon, buddy. We got football shows starting this week, so good.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for having me. As always, Jesse and Moneyline Matt, knock 'em dead, my friends.
You got it, Ross. Have a great day.
Have a good
All
one.
right, take
Guys,
care
I
now.
am dead serious when I talk about Ross Benjamin. You know, Ross has been a friend of mine for many, many, many years. He's still got better hair than me, I'll tell you that. But Ross is a winner. Go follow him at Sports Memo. He does great work in multiple sports. You don't believe me? Go check out the numbers. Numbers don't lie. You know, we have a great show today. We're getting a lot of comments.
I love the one about what kind of coffee you're on. That
Somebody said him.
Post needs the same kind of coffee that you're
I
on.
need the coffee that Joe drinks. I love it. Guys,
But
I got to tell you.
But the funny part is he's like this 24 hours a day, even without the coffee.
This is why I wear her out. This is why I got a great woman for 22 years. I keep her on her toes, but I don't need that Viagra. Anyway, sports friends. Moneyline Matt. You know, Jesse's been dealing with us for years. Moneyline Matt just laughs because I can't believe I'm on this show with this crazy son of a gun. Guys, don't go anywhere. We got a lot more free plays for you. We got some specials, some discounts. So don't. And if you miss something on the show, we're gonna run it down at the end of the show. So no worries. Let's go to the prettiest person on the panel. She is a fixture on multiple sport leaderboards, WNBA, MLB. She started her college football campaign off with a nice. How did you do on Saturday?
Saturday, I went 3-1.
Nice.
On premium plays, you know, it's great stuff. And I will tell you, I spend a little bit of time on books in the books here in Vegas on Saturday. Can you move Pie Gal, please? Our dogs, can you move the doggy? I spent a little time on books. Not everybody had good days. A lot of people did not see the board as clearly as a lot of the cappers over at Sports Memo. She kicked butt
and that last game, the one that I did lose, I lost right at the very
Who was that
last
game, by the way?
in overtime.
She lost the game in overtime. What? You know what? Let me tell you.
2 overtimes, I believe it went into.
I'll be honest with you. You know, I had a good day. I picked up, I think, 3-2. I did lose a game. I didn't see it coming. And Jesse and Matt, I don't know if you guys feel the same way. Maybe it's because we win so much more than we lose, but the losers stick out in my head a lot more. Let me put it this way. Matt's a young guy. I don't know his marital status, but I don't know if everybody dated over the years. You can't remember every good date you had, but I bet you can remember every bad date.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you that, guys. And I'm going to tell you, I hope that every player, every guy in the coaching staff, and everybody that's an alumni of San Diego State catches chlamydia. I'm telling you right now, I can't believe I put you guys out. I put them out. Now, don't get me wrong. I had 3 nice winners at Georgia. I had ECU, which could have won that game outright, and they should have. And I had another big winner. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. But I will tell you, I hope that everybody in San Diego State catches chlamydia. I'm going to hear about this later on from our producer, Chris. But you know what? It's better to ask for forgiveness than beg for permission, guys. We're live. Without any further ado, Dionne D'Amico is doing some great work for at Sports Memo, multiple sport leaderboards, and she did finish college football last season, number 2. Dionne's got something she'd like to tell you about on the premium side and a free play winner. Dionne, the floor is yours.
Thank you. And like Joey did mention, I did finish number 2 in college football last season, and I settled for nothing less than the number 1 spot this year. And like I did mention, I did go 3-1 on Saturday. So this is the perfect time to take advantage of that 30-day all access for just $199 that is going on right now for myself and Joey. It was a crazy schedule today. Not in love with anything in the early games. But I will be on the MLB show later this afternoon with some free winners. I may have a premium play later. I'm not quite sure yet. Still kind of looking at the later plays. So check the website to see if I have anything going on later.
My phone was
today.
going off. I thought it was our producer Chris saying you cannot wish everybody on San Diego State House chlamydia.
Why?
No, but I thought it was him. Phone's buzzing. I just wanted to. Hi, Chris. Dionne has a nice free winner for everyone.
I
right,
do.
today?
I have a nice free winner for everybody today on the Diamond, where the Seattle Mariners host the Chicago White Sox in Game 1 of this series. The White Sox had their 4-game win streak snapped after a 5-1 loss to the Twins on Sunday. Regardless of their .500 record, Chicago sits 2 games back of Cleveland and Minnesota in the AL Central and 7 games back in the AL wildcard race. The Mariners, they have been running hot, winning 7 straight and 9 of their last 10. They currently sit in the second place in the AL West, 10 games back of Houston, and own the AL's top wildcard playoff berth. Today, we have Lance Lynn and Marco Gonzalez as scheduled starters. Lynn, he's 4-5 with a 4.70 ERA. And in 6 career starts against the Mariners, the lefty is 3-1 with a 2.31. But Lynn, he really struggles when he's on the road, going 0-3 with a 5.59 ERA. Gonzalez, 10-12 with a 3.99 ERA. And in 2 starts versus the White Sox, the right-hander is a perfect 2-0 with a mere 1.46. Like I said earlier, the Mariners, they are running hot and are showing no signs of slowing down at all. And with Lynn struggling on the road, I'm going to go ahead and take Seattle in this one.
The first lady of Las Vegas is take the Mariners. Very strange, and a lot of early games on the MLB baseball card
Awful
schedule
lot.
today. So make sure if you're going to play this game, play it early. I don't know what time it goes.
This one is an afternoon
It's
game.
an
actually.
afternoon game, but guys, a lot of action going off. A lot of action going off early. Lines are going to be moving. Follow Dionne. She's a winner in baseball, guys. This is an ideal time to take advantage of this great 30-day discount that the wonderful
Absolutely.
people at Sports Memo has offered Dionne and Joe D'Amico. It's Dionne or Joe. You don't get both of us for 30 days. You don't get off that easy. 30 days all sports for Dionne, just $199. Remember, she's a winner in WNBA, MLB, NCAA football, and NFL. She's got 4 sports going on right now, so a 30-day package will pay for itself in no time, whether you play $10 a game or $10,000 a game. Follow the first lady after the show. She is a winner. I wouldn't have married her if she wasn't a winner. Let's bring the cast back on. We're having a lot of fun today, guys, but the bottom line is we want to give you good, solid content to start off your day particularly. And Jesse Schule is really, man, you know, we talk about this all the time. We call him the Iceman. He's got the nickname the Iceman. But this time of year, he really heats up. He really does. One of the best cappers in the history of the business in college and pro football, but he just doesn't stop there. He is a monster in Canadian football, doing very well in MLB. I know he's dabbling in other sports as well, but he's doing some great work. And like I said, we want to give you nice variety here, a little diversity. So we have baseball, we have pro football, college football, and Canadian football. Jesse's going to tell you a few things that he's excited about on the premium side, and he's got a nice Canadian football win for you guys. Tell you right now, he's a winner. Jesse, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Joe. Well, you know, me, you, and Ross both did great things in the preseason with NFL this year. 8-2 in the preseason for me. I'm really looking forward to opening week with the pros. But before I get to my free pick, let's cover a few things I want to talk about. As far as the guy who said, I want to drink the coffee that Joe drinks, you want that coffee? You can't handle that coffee. It's a little bit of a few good men, by the way. And Carmine tuning in. It's nice of Carmine to join us. I like Carmine. He's a fellow Canadian, a fellow soccer fan, but I don't trust a guy that eats ketchup-flavored and mustard-flavored ice cream. Let me tell you. I don't know if you guys saw it. He posted a picture of himself eating ketchup-flavored ice cream and mustard-flavored ice cream on Twitter. Ew, that's just sick. All right. So, CFL. For those of you who do not know, scoring is up in the CFL this year. Traditionally, the CFL is higher scoring than the NFL, but scoring was really down last year, but it's picked up. But that is no thanks to the 2 teams that are facing off today in the early game, the Toronto Argonauts and the Hamilton Tiger Cats. This is a huge rivalry. The Argos come in averaging 21 points per game. The Ticats only average 22 points per game. The total is sitting at a pretty high 49.5. And we look to history for this one. The total has been 48 or less in each of the last 8 head-to-head meetings between these 2 teams. Both these teams are pretty poor on offense. Hamilton's got a pretty stingy defense. Hamilton at home in Hamilton at this time of year, the weather is not great. Apparently, it's going to be a pretty nasty day in Hamilton today. I'm looking for both these teams to sort of struggle on offense. It should be a low-scoring game in this rivalry, so we're going to go under the 49.5.
There you go, sports fans. Jesse the Body Schule says under 49.5 in the Argonauts. Tiger Cats. I love it. I love it. I love it, guys. Jesse really is one of the most successful cappers in the history of this business. He just like Ross, he just doesn't get lucky once or twice. He's been getting you guys paid for decades, and he does great work over at Sports Memo. If you don't believe me, go check out the numbers over there because numbers don't lie. We're all documented here at Sports Memo. And go check out Jesse's numbers. College pro football, Canadian football, baseball. He does great in all the sports. He dabbles in some of the other sports, and he does well in all of them. I'll tell you right now, if you follow Jesse, you're going to follow him all the way to the bank. Jesse's going to be sticking around because we kept him up long enough. He was out late. It's still only a few hours ago. It was his dinner. And we made him come on the show because we can't start a week without Jesse, guys. So he's going to stick around.
He's our morning fixture. We can't let him go.
We can't let you go. He's him and Ross are our Monday guys. And now, like, Moneyline Matt is a Money. I'm telling you right now, I think I said it before. It's like the mob. Once you're in, you can't get out, man. You can't leave. There's only one way to leave. And trust me, Jesse can tell you this. He's seen them. I got a lot of holes buried in the desert. You're not leaving us back.
Actually, no, they're all in the bottom of Lake Mead.
They're on the bottom of Lake Mead, floating up now. But bodies keep floating up for those of you who aren't keeping. They keep blaming it on old friends of mine, too. That's horrible stuff. Anyway, guys, Moneyline Matt is not just a great smile. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Moneyline Matt, he's got a great reputation in the NFL and UFC. But he's been contributing now here for several weeks, and he's going to be a regular fixture every Monday, Matt. Monday morning is early. No partying Sunday night.
No.
Guys, I got to tell you, he's doing some great work. And his breakdowns and insights, I got to tell you, one of the best young minds in sports betting today. And I love it. And I want him on this show. And that's why he ain't going anywhere. He's going to tell you about a few things he's excited about this upcoming week on the NFL card. And maybe some college football stuff. And I know he also does a lot of UFC, a lot of his background is in UFC, a lot of his success, guys. You got to go watch some of his stuff and go dig up some of his archives. Great stuff. We're happy to have him. He's going to tell you what he's excited about, and he's going to tell you a nice free winner for the NFL. Moneyline Matt, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you again, Joe. Really appreciate it. And this is the week, with the NFL coming up. I've been giving a lot of futures. I've been doing some UFC stuff. But finally, I'm going to have some plays this Thursday and this Sunday for the NFL. Really excited to get those out. So check me out on Sports Memo at Moneyline Matt. And, Joe, I wanted to piggyback off of your bad beats real quick because this past weekend I had Houston -2.5. And I had no idea they changed these college football overtime rules. Like, I'm an NFL guy. So once it got to the third overtime, I'm like, all right, Houston can still cover this. Little did I know, I was actually with Chris Allen from Wager Talk and Sports Memo. And little did either of us know that once it hits the third overtime, it's 2-point conversion now. So all of a sudden, I have Houston -2.5. I'm feeling pretty good. They get to that third overtime. They go for 2, get the 2, and I lose by the hook. So that kind of sucked. But all in all, it was a great weekend. Had a lot of fun betting football. And it's time to talk some NFL with the Buffalo Bills and the L.A. Rams. The L.A. Rams are last year's Super Bowl champion, opening up this Thursday against Buffalo, who is projected to be the Super Bowl champion now. And I actually have the Buffalo Bills on the road at -2.5. And here's why. When looking at this Buffalo Bills team, in all honesty, when it comes down to some of these matchups where it's two top-tier teams going at it, I like to go with the better quarterback and the quarterback who can extend the play with his legs. And for me, that's Josh Allen. And if you guys have been watching the First Family Show or any Sports Memo show, you know that I am fully behind Josh Allen this upcoming season. I really do believe the world of him. And in addition to that, he has Stephon Diggs coming back. He has Jamison Crowder coming in for that slot position, or Isaiah McKenzie, who's a nice rookie. And then in addition, they have Gabe Davis on the outside, who could be that premier big body wideout who can take this team to the next level. Again, in the AFC divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs, he's coming off an 8-reception, 201-yard outing with 4 touchdowns. If he can take that next step forward, I believe this Bills team takes that next step forward. Now, when looking at the LA Rams, Yes, a very stout team once again. They have Hall of Famers all over the place, but they did lose some key players in Andrew Whitworth, Darius Williams at cornerback, and for me, the essential guy in Von Miller, that pass rusher. Guess where Von Miller is now? He's on the other team. He's on the Buffalo Bills. Now he's coming after Matt Stafford. So I think that kind of hurts them a little bit to get Matt Stafford off his spot. And when everyone seems to be taking the Rams, I like to go the other way. And I think this is that Buffalo Bills year. Again, when looking at that Rams offense, they lost Odell Beckham Jr., which, can be a big loss, but they added back Allen Robinson, who I think is a sleeper in his own right. One thing I like for that game, just to give you a little added boost, is Allen Robinson over longest reception, which is 20.5 yards. I think that's a little lower than usual just because of his seasons past when he was with the Bears. And if you can recall, the Odell Beckham Jr. longest reception in each game, he was on a roll with that. So I think that's just going to transfer over now to Allen Robinson and that of Van Jefferson. And still, this Buffalo Bills team, I like to come into LA and get the job done. I think they're more stout on offense now. I think they're more stout on defense. And I think this LA Rams team just might have a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover early in the season. And I think they're going to have a little bit of trouble edge rushing the quarterback. And when you're going against Josh Allen, that's going to be tough. Give me the Bills minus 2.5.
Sports fans, Moneyline Matt. Wow, Moneyline Matt, man, your breakdowns and analysis are just amazing. That's why I look forward to having you on every Monday. Great stuff, Moneyline Matt. Now, I before we go into real quick, sports fans, you can find all of Moneyline Matt's winning information, all his premium plays, and he does a lot of free stuff too over at Sports Memo. He's got some great stuff, and I got to tell you, if you like his breakdowns and analysis, you'll get that when you get his premium plays over there. We got some great customer appreciation discounts over at Sports Memo. Follow Moneyline Matt. We had a couple of comments. People really like you. One was a guy said, Raven Ron, who tunes in all the time. He always comments. He's a great customer. He says he loves the Bills. But he had a question. I don't know if you want to give this out, if you can put this on a premium play. What about the total? Any opinion on the total?
So, yeah, I do like the Rams and Bills over, in all honesty. The over has hit the last 22 times. The over has gone 19-3 in Buffalo's last 22 games against NFC West teams. So I think that's another added boost as well. And then, again, both of these teams in years past have gone over when facing each other. I think this could be an explosive outing. Again, like I was talking about before, I think the Rams are going to have some difficulty edge rushing Josh Allen. And when he can extend the play, that's when he's most dangerous. So I like the over here as well.
Great stuff from Moneyline Matt. Guys, he does great stuff. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there, Moneyline Matt, but I came at you full force. Not only did you block my jab, but you countered. That was that was great stuff. That was, these are stuff that we didn't prepare. And Matt, great breakdown. Sports fans, everybody out there, if you want to comment, we're going to try to get to your comments. We can't get to everyone, but we will probably in the ensuing days. Raven Ron says, Moneyline Matt is my man. By the way, guys, he's single. He just told me no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Raven Ron, we love you for tuning in. Moneyline Matt, go follow him.
That worked out perfect because that was a little against the spread thing I had that I forgot to mention. So it's just like you teed me right up.
Very fortuitous. You did it great, man. It's great stuff. Hey, sportsfans, we like to have a good time on the First Family Show, but we want to give you good, solid content and great betting insights. And you can't get better content or better insights than the cappers over at Sports Memo. And we want you to follow Ross, follow Jesse, follow Matt, follow Dan and myself. But if we're not your cup of tea, somebody over at Sports Memo is tailor-made just for you. Now, we're going to go to the loudest guy on the panel today.
As Mixed by Post said, it's time to adjust the volume.
The volume. So everybody knows my catchphrase. Time to adjust the volume because I am excited about something. Now, guys, so far we had a baseball, Canadian football, college football, pro football. You're going to get that diversity on the First Family Show. I'm going to an early baseball show today. Adjust the volumes. I'm excited. I'm blowing my own horn here in Vegas. You got to pay extra for that. It doesn't matter if it's college or pro football. I'm the best Monday night capper in the history of this business. You don't think so? Then why was I given the moniker the King of Monday Night by my peers, guys? This Monday, tonight, we start off our football campaign with my coveted Monday Moneymaker in college football as the Clemson Tigers travel to Mercedes-Benz Penn Stadium to take on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. If you didn't make enough money this past weekend, then all you got to do is follow the King of Monday Night. I have my play posted right now for just $10. But if you really want a huge savings, that 30-day all access, I'm doing MLB, college and pro football. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to finish this month. Number 1 in September in all sports, as I was the last few months over at Sports Memo. Follow me. You'll follow me all the way to the bank. You see that discount scrolling across the bottom of the screen. 30 days all sports, $199. Use code FF30. Let's go to my free play today because Dionne could attest. I don't need the Viagra no matter what, but definitely don't need the Viagra this morning. I'm going to talk about this one's for Jesse, the world champion New York Yankees, guys. Guys, the Yankees are down to just a 5-game lead in the American League East. They return home where they have won their last 3 outings. And it seems as though right now Aaron Judge is the only batter in a very, very potentially explosive lineup that's actually contributing on a regular basis. Today is the day that they must turn things around if they want to widen their lead in the East and give themselves a little bit of cushion before going into the postseason. And what better opponent to face to achieve their goal than the Twins? New York has taken 2 or 3 meetings against Minnesota this season, going back a bit to last season, 8 of the last 10 overall. And if you want to really go back even further, get this. They've dominated Minnesota in the Bronx, taking 41 of the last 51 meetings at Yankee Stadium. Today, Chris Archer and James Taylor are scheduled. Archer 2-7 with a 4.52 on the campaign over his last 9 starts. He is winless, 0-4. What a whopping ERA of 6.57. Taylor 12-4 with a 3.97 on the season. Despite a high ERA over his last 16 starts, he's still 6-3. Minnie has struggled quite a bit, particularly on the road where they're just 3-13 the last 16 as a visitor. They also have problems against good teams. 1-6 the last 7 versus teams with a winning record. New York is very good at home. They're one of the best in baseball at home, 42-17 the last 59 in the Bronx, and they have dominated the AL Central, taking 51 of the last 68 meetings against division reps. The Yankees are to play early today. This game goes off 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern, so get it in early. It's a little higher. If this was $1.40 to $1.45, even maybe $1.50, I would have put it on the premium side. It's a little high for me to put out, but still, a win is a win is a win, and you don't have to pay juice on a win. Minus the $1.60, we're going to go Yankees. Let me bring our good-looking panel back. We've got a couple of announcements. We're going to run down to today's free plays. We've got a lot of fun going. We got more and more comments. Look at this. Somebody's in private. Oh, my God. Moneyline Matt. I love him. Moneyline Matt, he's sending me pictures of himself in a bikini. I love it. Anyway, all right, we got some great stuff, guys. We got some more comments, and I love it. Thank you for tuning in and commenting, everybody. We know the show runs a little bit longer with comments, but we know how many times you guys have questions for our panel. We want to answer as many as we can. Dionne's got a couple of discount or a discount. Then we're going to run down the plays, and we're going to get out of here so you can get all these bets down, guys.
That's right. So Joy and I have an amazing discount going on right now. A 30-day all access for either myself or Joey. Just $199. All you have to do is use code FF30 upon checkout. And with as many sports that are going on and with the 2 of us running hot, this is the perfect time to jump on that discount. And also today is $9 Monday over at Sports Memo. Any of the amazing handicappers right now have most of their plays posted for just $9.
There you go. I love it. The customer appreciation you receive from Sports Memo is unrivaled. Let's run down the free plays, and then we'll talk. Then we'll head on out of here because I need some oxygen. Even I run out of breath. Sports fans, our good buddy Ross Benjamin, who's doing great work at Sports Memo, he's got BYU -3. I should have asked him before he left if the line goes up any higher, what to do. Maybe we'll get that from him, and I'll put him in the comments after the show. Dionne, what'd you have for everybody today?
I'm going with Mariners today.
Jesse the Body, what'd you have for everyone?
Under 49.5 in the CFL, Argos and Ticats.
Moneyline Matt.
I had the Buffalo Bills -2.5 in LA against the Super Bowl champion Rams.
Gotta love it, Moneyline Matt. Your sexy and savory host said the Yankees, they go off early, but minus $1.60. Guys, the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet are at Sports Memo. Go follow the Sports Memo Twitter page. If you haven't, trust me, you're missing a ton of free content. Free plays by all the best cappers in the business. Odds, futures, we got columns, you name it. Go follow them. Also, Dionne?
Yeah, you can also find all of our amazing cappers over on Twitter. You can follow Ross over at Ross Benjamin 1, the Iceman at Jesse Schule, Moneyline Matt at Moneyline__Matt. You can find myself over at the First Lady of Vegas and Joe over at Joe D'Amico Wins. And don't forget to tune in this afternoon for the MLB show as Joey hosts, along with me and Rocky Atkinson joining him, giving out free winners. And make sure you tune in the rest of this week for some more special guests and a ton of free winners. On behalf of Ross, Jesse, Matt, and us, and Sports Memo, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Everyone out there, good luck and have a winning day.